All right. It has been right about 25 days since I have gotten back from Japan. Well, over 30 days because we went to Korea for a bit. And I just wanted to talk about, I guess, my feelings and also like, yeah, just I don't think this time I'm like depressed. Last time for sure I felt was depressed. I was very, very, very like sad and like very unmotivated to do anything. But this time around, I'm better because I encountered last time and was able to learn from it. But I still feel so much worse than I was in Japan. And it's obvious there's many reasons why. The first one being like the environment is very, very different. Like me being here, I'm always inside. And then when I'm there, I obviously get to go anywhere and it's energizing to be outside and to do things. I can do that here, but it's just a lot more activation energy required, I'd say. So that's probably the number one reason why. And then the second reason being like interaction with people. I feel like whenever I'm there, I interact with a lot more people versus here, I'm kind of just like always on my own. So that's another big reason. And then the last one is probably just familiarity. I think whenever you're always doing the same stuff and in this pattern of doing the same stuff, it gets really, really boring and time moves really fast. Like the past 25 days has gone by like that. And I feel like I ask myself, where the heck did the time go? Like it's almost the middle of May now. It's not quite the middle of May, uh, May 13th right now. And my videos are kind of like stacked up to about a month, but I've been not recording anything for the past, I think, week or two. So we're sort of jumping forward in time, like, even though it doesn't feel that way on my channel because of the fact that my videos are like always uploaded ahead of time. So those are the main reasons why I've been feeling kind of down lately. And I've been fighting it. It's hard, it's tough, but I've been trying to, see friends and family, but it's it's not the same. I think I really I really appreciate my time with my friends and family here, of course, but it's like the stimulus there compared to here is it's so different that it makes it feel like my interactions here are just not as interesting or fun. But there are still some that are like that I like very much. It's just yeah, it's just that transition that feels like the contrast is so stark. It's so like noticeable that uh I miss it a lot, like just being there. But I've been trying to get back on track, and a lot of my time recently has been spent on just making the audiobook. So I've been just writing a lot as well as verifying with native Japanese friends that what I'm writing is correct, making sure everything is like proofread and whatnot. Like I finished drafting all the chapters now. I just need to get that proofread fully and then voice record it. I already have my friends' recordings, their Japanese lines and everything. So everything is coming together. I just need to finish it off. But it's been slow, and I feel like I could go a lot faster. Um, and this topic will be for a different video, but it's because I've been trying to pace myself so I don't burn out. Because the last big project I did was the whole like video every single day for YouTube, and I did that in Japan, and I felt like I almost burnt out from it. And like doing these videos are much simpler, but I also feel like doing these videos like give me a sense of structure, I guess. It's like a journal basically. I get to just talk about my feelings and thoughts and like what's going on. And hopefully it's also like helpful somewhat to people who are watching. And so it's like kind of doing a lot of things, killing a lot of birds with one stone. And I feel like it's not a waste of time because of that. And it also feels like it helps me keep track of like what I'm up to. And that's why me not recording anything for the past week or two, it really felt like a limbo state. And I remember one of the biggest things that helped me get out of the depression I had last year of like feeling zero motivation and just like binge watching anime and just like wasting my time for a good 2, maybe even close to 3 months last year. The thing that helped me the most get out of it was recording myself and starting challenges. Basically, I started my playing by ear challenge for piano. I started that last year after I got back from Japan, and then I started my fitness challenges, the push-ups and pull-ups, doing 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups every single day. I'm definitely weaker compared, like right now, compared to me back then when I did that challenge. I'm still amazed that I was able to do every day, to be honest. I'm like, how did I do that? But I will get back on. I've been doing more fitness stuff, and I've been doing more, like it's basically like fitness stuff for my knee to fix it, because that's the one thing that's been holding me back from actually like increasing my cardio fitness and running and sprinting and working my hardest to increase that. It's my knee. So I've been doing a lot of research on like rehabilitation stuff lately, and I feel like it's going to help me. I feel like the stuff that I looked up is going to help me. So that is a challenge that I'm starting, is basically 30 days of trying to fix my knee. And then, because that's a big thing, if I fix it, I'm like, that will unlock so much more things that I used to have that I didn't have because I basically messed it up somehow. But another one is piano. I'm getting back to playing by ear, but I'm going to change it up. I actually started, I guess, stripping myself back down to zero and being like, okay, I made a video previously about humbling myself and just like following instructions and everything and not thinking that I know everything. And I really have taken that to heart and have been doing a lot of research from the very beginning as well for piano. It's like, how do I learn and become even better? Because I've definitely plateaued and stagnated, even with playing by ear, even though I'm like a beginner at that. So I've looked up a lot of stuff, found a course, and have been taking it. We'll make more videos about it later, but it's really, really helpful. And I feel like my next step is to basically like sing while I play piano. That's something I've never done before, ever. So it's going to help me with so much, and it's going to teach me so much when I do it. Like the course recommends it. So that's going to be another challenge, is doing that. And there are a couple of challenges that I've left undone. Number one was the storytelling challenge. I feel like I kind of did like about 15 videos regarding storytelling, and I just stopped, which is fine. I feel like I can get back on that anytime, but it is still something I really want to work on. Another challenge that I sort of started randomly that I've kept up with actually, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I hardly ever say uhs and ums anymore. I still say like sometimes, but not as much. I don't mind like as much, but I don't mind and ums either, but I want to have the ability to control them. So now I feel like I have that ability because I've been subconsciously working on it ever since I mentioned that in the video when I was walking around Tokyo. I just told myself, don't say uhs and ums anymore. And then my brain has been just working on it and trying. So yeah, don't know if you've noticed that, but I don't really say uhs and ands anymore in my speech. So that's a challenge that I feel like I've kept up with and actually succeeded at, but I didn't keep track of it. And it was kind of like an instant switch. So I don't really consider it much of a 30-day challenge or any like continuous challenge. I guess I just said right now. Now that I'm thinking about it, sometimes when I second guess myself, it starts coming back. But anyways, I don't need to worry about that, honestly. Even if I do say uhs and ums, it's so little at this point that I don't mind it. So I'm just going to consider that one done and completed. And then I believe that's it in terms of the 30-day challenges. I mean, the meditation challenge I finished, so I still need to make like a main channel video about that. And I guess I can make a video for here because it was a really good challenge, honestly. The 30 days of trying a different type of meditation. So I basically did 30 different types of meditations, and I wrote about each of them in the application, the Habit app, basically. It's like a habit application, and I can make a memo every time I check in. So that was really fun. Doing it in Japan was also really fun. And I want to talk about it, but I've just been so focused on the audiobook lately that, yeah, I guess I considered the audiobook the challenge, but now I'm like, I want to just develop a habit of starting my day with 4 hours of just doing the main work, which is right now the audiobook. And then in the future, it'll change into, whatever makes me the most, whatever has the most impact, I guess, for my future. And at this moment, it is making money. So increasing my income. So whatever has the greatest potential of increasing my income will be the big thing, the big priority I do, which is the first thing I do every single day for 4 hours. Since currently I am, my main thing is freelance. So I basically have the choice of how I spend my days. Although some things in my life have been changing, and I feel like I do need to get income from other sources, at least temporarily, just because of life stuff. And I don't really want to talk about the details, but it's some serious stuff. But either way, that's where I've been. And it's a lot. But at the same time, I feel like everything inside of me is stunted somewhat. Like everything I feel is lesser than when I was in Japan. When I was in Japan, I had some days where I felt like so good, so strong. I remember that day I was just talking to the camera saying like, I don't know why, but I feel so good. And I feel so like at my peak performance, and mentally I felt so strong too. And then I had a food poisoning right after that, but which was hilarious. But even after the food poisoning, I still felt pretty darn good. But now I feel like somehow worse mentally compared to then. And I listed all the reasons why, but it still doesn't help, right? Knowing why doesn't necessarily help. It can help with coming up with something to change how I feel, like trying to go out more and make myself feel better, taking more walks, trying to, I don't know, develop like a work method where, for instance, if I'm scripting, maybe I go outside and talk and have that transcript while I'm walking. Like basically I'm scripting while I'm walking around talking to my phone or something, and it makes the script for me. That way I'm more energized than actually walking and exercising while I script versus like always sitting down and typing or something. Or walking while reading. I don't know. There's ways to make things more engaging and better that I'm not tapping into at the moment, and I know it. So I've got to be a bit more creative with that. Otherwise, I'm just going to continuously feel down, I guess. So, yeah, one thing I've been accepting, I mean, I'll make this a different video. So I'm going to transition here and end this video because it's going on for a while. And we'll talk about another topic, which will be getting serious with my work. And that's a big topic because I feel like there's a lot of things I've learned lately about that I want to express. But for now, getting over just coming back from Japan and feeling that whole plummet, like lower mood feeling. It's a work in progress. It's something that takes time, and I know it took me 2 to 3 months last time just to feel like ready to get back into things. But the challenges, like I said, were the number one things that helped me. So that's what I'm going to do again, starting from today. So it's sort of more like a declaration to get back on top of things rather than me feeling like I'm back, which is fine. Yeah, I definitely feel down for sure. I wanted to get back and just be like on top of things right away, but that's not what happened, and it's fine. I think it's a process, and the more I'm able to understand the process and sort of work with it versus trying to fight it, I think I'll be able to not fake myself out and not fake the emotions, right? Not like trick myself into thinking I'm okay, but like actually be okay because of knowing that this is how I feel and knowing what I need to do about it rather than trying to force myself to feel something different. Okay, that's it for this one. I will catch you guys in the next one. And if I have better tips for this, I will mention it. But those are the things that helped me last time that I'm going to try again. And I'll see how it goes.